the Cinematics Podcast, and I'm Casey.
And I'm Connor.
And we're watching The Watchmen.
Yeah. Well, we did watch The Watchmen.
We watched The Watchmen. I definitely said that wrong, but we're just going to keep it in. It's fine.
I hope you watched The Watchmen, unlike me with Zodiac.
Motherfucker did not watch. Okay, sorry. We were talking about this beforehand. Now I have to bring it up because he did. We did a video on the Zodiac. I watched the movie, took meticulous notes, making sure I remembered everything.
That's the way you got to do it.
He just told me he didn't even finish the movie.
I figured there was enough to talk about.
Yeah.
And when he popped up and was like, I actually took notes about Zodiac, I was like, oh, that is fantastic. I am saved.
I do not remember at all.
That's why in the podcast you can actually hear me say, probably within the first 10 minutes, disclaimer, I don't remember the second half of this movie at all. Because I had watched it before, but it has been maybe about 3 years. And I watched maybe the first 15 minutes, and I was like, well, I'm going to go to sleep now. So,
I'm done.
But anyway, so Watchmen's like probably the edgiest superhero movie of all time for no fucking reason.
The Boys.
It's not a movie.
Valid point. This is probably the edgiest movie of it. Yeah, okay.
It's a little bit ridiculous.
It is. Now, really quick, let's do scores.
Oh, yeah.
What scores would you give it?
It has dropped off in score for me a lot since the first time I watched it.
What was the initial score that you would have
given? I liked it a lot the first time I watched it. I gave it a 7. But now I'd probably give it like a 5.
Oh, a 5?
I don't.
Damn.
I feel like I just don't resonate with it anymore.
That's so low. I would give this at least like a 7 or I would even say a 7.5.
The screenplay is just like so dull.
Okay, so give me reasons you don't like it. This fucking hold on. It keeps moving.
Okay, I'll tell you what I do like about it is the way that they discuss the Watchmen history, and I like that it is like a group of superheroes that are generally pretty fucked up, and I think that that's cool because this movie is older, and they're not
2009.
They're not it's older than the movies that are now depicting superheroes as being a little bit fucked up, and I do like that about the movie, but I just don't like. It's just slow.
It's a slower movie. I didn't think it was too slow, though.
I did.
I actually think the pacing was... I personally didn't think the pacing was bad. I thought it was kind of fun. You're following Rorschach through it. And by the way, spoilers for this movie. You're following Rorschach, which I liked Rorschach a lot.
Yeah, that's what everybody likes about
Rorschach was a fun
Watchmen.
Character.
I wish Dr. Manhattan would put his dick away.
His dick was in this movie a lot. I actually think the dick had more screen time than some of the heroes.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I really liked Dick. I will say one thing that I didn't like about this movie was the very long sex scene.
There's a lot of them. There's 3 of them or 4 of them.
There is not.
Yes, there is. There totally is.
There's one which is almost a rape scene.
Okay,
I did not enjoy that at all.
I counted that.
Okay, so technically speaking, that's not.
And then there's one scene where Mothman couldn't get it up. And I counted that too.
Oh, I didn't count that one.
Okay.
I don't count that one because there was literally at least the other one. I think it's. I don't know. I don't count that one as much. But I guess technically, you could say 3.
Yeah.
But neither of those were very well. I think the fucking one with the comedian was absolutely ridiculously way too long and should not have been in the movie at all. I fucking hated that scene.
Yeah, that was horrible.
But I don't know then they finally actually have sex. It was a very long, drawn-out scene with the Hallelujah song behind it, and I did not enjoy that.
And I think that they meant for that scene to be a massive relief of tension between those two characters, but I did not.
I didn't feel that either.
I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
That is one of my biggest gripes of the movie is that what I do like about this is that they did condense the story to be pretty much just about Mothman and that one chick.
Is that his name, Mothman? I thought it was an owl guy. I thought it was... Hawkman.
Whatever.
Is it Hawkman? Do you know? You don't know? Okay.
I think it was Mothman, but I'm not sure. It's that guy.
I think it's Hawkman.
Okay. It's that guy and that one girl.
Hawkman and... I have no idea what the girl's name is.
Whatever her name was. And then there was Dr. Manhattan and that one other superhero chick. And then there was that fast guy. And it was they did do a good job on condensing the plot to be a few heroes because it seems like it was a very expansive
there was a
lore,
decent amount of characters, yeah,
and then they cut it down really well and did make it a good character drama between those characters, And Rorschach, obviously, is huge.
And
in the
Rorschach.
movie.
I personally felt like they focused on all of the characters enough to where it didn't feel like there was too little focus on anyone or too much focus on anyone.
I think they did a good
actually
job
thought
with
they
that.
did a really good job on each character getting enough screen time, to be honest with you. Like,
That's a
I
good
thought
thing
Rorschach
about it.
got a decent amount where you got to learn his backstory, but it also didn't feel like it was, like, dragging or anything like that. Like, okay, I want to go to a different character now. I also really liked Rorschach. I thought Rorschach was a really fun character.
Yeah.
Like, he's basically Batman, but if Batman killed people.
Dude, yeah, the opening monologue with him, the Batman movie, the Matt Reeves one that just came out. I mean, they used like lines from what he said in the movie.
do they really?
I swear to God. Yeah, I mean, like they were talking about. I mean, like the way that he talks about the city is exactly how Batman does in the Batman.
Yeah, I mean, it's similar. I mean, it's clearly supposed to be a Batman character.
Yeah, but
Absolutely,
like I think
but
it's
just
cool
darker.
that like I mean there's a big parallel between like those two characters, specifically like the Matt Reeves Batman and the Rorschach character in
Yeah,
this movie.
I would say they are kind of similar.
Although Rorschach is pretty violent. Rorschach is sick.
Rorschach is a very cool character. I mean,
Definitely
like,
my
obviously
favorite
he's sociopathic and he's very insane and he kills everybody and breaks everyone's arms and fingers and legs and everything.
Clearly like
that.
very disenthused with just like life in general.
But still a very interesting character. I like his backstory of his mom's a prostitute that would basically just beat him sometimes and just didn't want him at all. And
Yeah, I
all
like that shit too.
You didn't like that?
No, I said I like that shit.
Oh, I love being beat.
By prostitutes that happen to be my mom. That's not like a reference to my life at all, by the way.
Just to be clear.
My mom's a great lady. But
She is.
The concept of it was, I liked it.
Mm-hmm. No, I really liked Rorschach as a character. I thought I'm going to call him Owlman. Owlman, I thought was... I mean, he wasn't super developed or anything like that, but I thought he was developed enough. Like, I didn't think he needed to be any more or anything like that. I think if they would have focused on him anymore, I think they probably would have been bad. He had fucking erectile dysfunction, too. Poor guy. He had his very stupid-looking spaceship.
Yeah, it looked really dumb.
Airship or whatever. That shit looked horrible.
Dude, I think my favorite sequence of the entire movie, what stuck with me the first time I watched it, was the entire Rorschach prison arc.
Yes.
I thought that was badass.
Him going to prison and then throwing genuinely, whenever I was watching the movie, I genuinely gasped whenever that happened.
Oh, when
he threw the fryer basket and all of the grease hit the guy.
Oh, that was so brutal.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, imagine getting hit by that. That would be so terrible.
Yeah.
That's
And clearly
insane.
the guy that he threw it at didn't like it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But no, that was such a cool scene. And then later on they stage a prison riot just so they can beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
And then this motherfucker sticks his hands in. Rorschach grabs his hands, breaks his hands,
Yeah.
wraps them, and then the one guy's like, you know what? You dumbass shouldn't have done that. And then cuts off his arms.
And the midget runs away. He's like, nah.
and then Rorschach kills him later, and you just
Yeah.
see all of this blood gushing out the door. Which
Yeah.
is so
Rorschach was so brutal.
He was cool though.
Yeah. It was cool that this movie was so brutal and R-rated for its time. Is it R-rated?
Oh, absolutely. There
Okay,
was
good.
literal boobs in this movie.
Oh, yeah,
there
no,
was
yeah,
straight
I-
up nudity.
I've become
Is it R-rated?
I've become desensitized.
Apparently.
To yeah, I mean, things because most of the movies I watch now are R-rated,
Oh, well, yeah.
and so it's I don't know. I guess it's
It's like, this isn't that big of a deal.
yeah. The first time I watched it, though, I was like, whoa, this is a superhero movie. What are we doing here?
This is too much.
Yeah.
But no, this is and then there was Dr. Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Manhattan I thought was a very cool character.
I think your girlfriend might have disagreed with that.
She hated it. So me and her watched this together. She despised Dr. Manhattan. She was like, "You are a terrible person. You cheated on your girlfriend. Then you left her and you were focusing on something else while you were doing it with her. Like all this."
Four sex scenes, including that one.
I forgot about that one. So yes,
I told you there
technically
was
speaking,
four.
there was 4. I mean,
if
one
you
of them,
don't
two
count-
of them didn't. Nothing happened to them. But yes, I guess you can consider them sex scenes.
Okay, we can meet halfway at 3 and call both of those half of a sex scene.
I'd be
one where
fine with
he,
that. I forgot to turn my phone on airplane mode. Sorry. It's going to come in. It's my bad.
yeah.
Guys.
Um,
It's on airplane mode now.
I thought that the kind of like Fallout plot thing where it was like, and also like the manipulating Dr. Manhattan was a cool plot element. I don't know the source material all that well. I
don't know it at all.
I don't know how common this kind of stuff is in that universe, but it was like, if that was like genuinely not something that happens in the Watchmen comics or whatever, it was a pretty creative plot. Mm-hmm. I liked that.
I think even if it is, well, I guess it depends. The Watchmen clearly is kind of creative. So, okay, you may know this better than I would. Other than Dr. Manhattan, did any of the characters actually have superhero abilities?
I don't think so.
Okay. I know the one guy, I was a little confused. Okay, you know the smart guy?
Yeah.
Super duper smart guy. I think
The bad guy.
Yeah, he's like kind of like the villain.
Yeah.
He seemed like he had enhanced speed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, he had.
But
enhanced
was that
speed.
because he's super powered, or was that just because he's so smart that he can tell that she was about to do that, like with the bullet, catching the bullet?
Right.
Was that because he's so smart he knows how to do it properly and all this, or was it because he is actually enhanced?
Well, I think that a very, very smart person would still not know how to catch a bullet and not die.
I don't know. He's supposed to be the smartest man in the world.
Maybe his superpower really only is being smart, because I guess being smart makes you quick on your feet and quick-witted.
Yeah, that's the. But I really don't know. They never really say it. Clearly Rorschach's not anything other than his mask, which I don't know why it moves.
Yeah.
And it seemed to only move when it was on him, because if you notice, whenever he was grabbing it, it was just a regular mask with 2 eye holes.
Yeah.
But whenever he, put it on, it was the Rorschach test. So it's also possible maybe that's just because he's insane and we were seeing almost through his eyes. And so he thinks it looks like that when in reality it doesn't look like that. And we are just seeing it through his eyes.
Who knows?
Yeah.
They don't really explain that. And it's probably better that they don't.
It's true.
That was
I do think that the unexplained things in this movie I thought were pretty good. I didn't think they over-explained things too much at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I think the pacing was really good. I thought the pacing, in my opinion, I thought it worked. It didn't feel like it was too fast. It didn't feel like it was too slow, in my opinion. I thought it was nice, like the mystery, trying to figure it out, but it never felt like you were like figuring out too much at once. There was never really any super big expedition dumps. At one point, I did think the super smart guy was 2,000 years old.
What made you think that?
Because he's constantly talking about the pharaohs and Alexander the Great and everything. And I thought...
Oh,
and
I
then
remember that.
Then remember the cat?
What?
The cat
Yeah.
thing?
Oh, what the fuck?
I thought the cat thing was like a god relic or something, like his pet, and he's actually a god.
Yeah.
And that's why he can face up to Dr. Manhattan.
Very bizarro universe.
It is a very... I don't know what that cat was.
I just don't
He
understand
kind of just
a lot.
appeared.
Yeah.
And then just disappeared.
Yeah.
It was very weird.
I think maybe I'm just not jiving all that well with just how bizarre the universe was, maybe, and the fact that, like, I mean, they can't explain it and they don't, which is for the better, but it's like, I don't know. It's like it's a hit. I think it's a hit or miss movie. I know a lot of people that love this movie to its core.
It has a 7 on Rotten Tomatoes, like 70%, 76, I think.
Okay, so I guess I like this a little bit less than the average person.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much audience, but that's critics at least. So it's not like it's a highly rated critic reviewed or anything like that. Like it's a...
Yeah, not like a abnormally, like, a standout super high rated movie.
Mm-hmm. It's not, but it's not a critically bombed or anything like that. Like it's not terrible. Like our next movie, Fantastic Four, which is critically bombed.
Fan-four-stick.
Fan-four-stick.
That's the promotional art. They just put the 4 instead of the A, which is weird.
It's such a bad movie.
I can't wait to talk about it.
I can't either. But we're gonna keep on just talking about Watchmen. What else do we got on this movie?
See, that's the thing. It's like, okay. The history was cool, like I said. I liked the history of the Watchmen thing that they went through, and then they kind of focused on a bunch of like almost washed up retired heroes, which was cool.
They focused on the... I did think it was kind of fun having all of the characters slowly... Basically, it's almost like a more realistic version of all of the characters. Like, people that are literally dressing up in costumes and kicking the ass of a whole bunch of people, they're clearly going to be like either very bad people, they're just doing it because they think it's fun, or clinically insane,
Yeah.
or they're gonna have a terrible home life, which is obviously like that. You had the all the original people in the original Watchmen, group, all either died, went insane.
Yeah, they're like in asylums and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Mothman was in an asylum. You're right. It was not
Mothman went to an asylum.
Yeah.
See, okay, that was Mothman. Okay, that's what
You're
I
right.
thought. It was, I think, I want to say Hawkman. Which is
Yeah.
weird because he doesn't look like a hawk. He looks like an owl.
He does.
He had a stupid super suit, by the way.
Yeah, he really did.
You know?
And a lot of them do look campy and a little stupid, and I think that might have been the point.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, I don't think any of the heroes looked very good.
I think Rorschach looked cool, but it's like,
I'll give you Rorschach.
Rorschach was cool.
But other than that.
The comedian might have been the worst person to ever walk the planet.
Absolutely. Oh my God, that guy was terrible.
Yeah, like
He
the
was
worst person ever.
Cartoonishly villainous.
Yeah.
Like,
He's just like killing innocent people because he was like, why the fuck not?
yeah, like he's like, well, because the world's bad, so who cares?
Yeah.
Literally killed a pregnant lady with his baby.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Worst person ever. A lot of these superheroes just like they come off as just like the worst person ever, and
You're definitely not supposed to see any of these characters as good people.
yeah.
Like, even the good people in this movie are not really good people.
Yeah, even like Dr. Manhattan, who is like kind of, I mean, he's kind of being weaponized, but he's like literally supposed to be like they make him a god figure, and he is like not all that like he seems, even though he's supposed to be like morally correct on everything, he just doesn't seem that way. It's like the whole movie makes like a motif of like there is no black and white. There's only gray area and where you lie in it.
Yeah.
I mean, well, with the exception of the comedian.
The comedian's just bad.
I think all the superheroes were just bad.
Well, no, but I even think the comedian you were kind of supposed to see as like he's a terrible person, but then you see him crying at the end, and I almost felt like they were trying to bring him back, like, oh, he actually does has feeling. I don't think you can bring that character back.
Yeah.
He's literally clinically insane and just crazy and kills people for fun. But it almost seems like they were trying to bring him back because it's like, oh, even he's scared, he actually has emotions and all this. Like, no, fuck this guy. I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah, smartest guy in the world guy, the bad guy, whatever. What
I
was
want to
his
say
name
it's
again?
Adrian.
Adrian, that's right. I don't know if this was supposed to be like a massive plot twist that he was the bad guy, but it was so telegraphed.
I didn't see it coming.
Really?
I didn't.
I might have like not in the first time I watched it, maybe. I don't know. It was like, I think the way that he lingered around in the plot, and it was like,
I just felt like he was I felt like he was going to do something, or he was going to die, or something like that, and they were going to bring in a different character that was going to be the villain. I absolutely did not see him being the bad guy.
yeah. I guess like the movie, depending on like the act that you're in, there is a different bad guy.
I guess
Because like, for a portion of the movie,
the comedian's
comedian's the bad guy.
Even with him dead, he's still kind of the bad guy because they're just doing a whole bunch of flashbacks.
yeah.
Man, this is a very talkative podcast.
Why?
This time.
Why did the comedian even get killed at the beginning?
Because he found out Nixon was making the comedian keep tabs on Adrian. Then he found out, the comedian found out that Adrian was bad. So then he was like, this is horrible, horrible, horrible. And then Adrian came in and killed him.
Oh, right. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I wish I could have like been as enthusiastic as the first time I watched the movie. Because I liked it the first time, but I don't know. It just like...
You just couldn't vibe with it.
Yeah, I might have just been like a little like stressed out when I was watching it, and it's just like, I don't know, I couldn't like focus on it all that well or something, but yeah, I don't know.
Excuse me. And then the biggest sin they did in this movie is then they have the best character in the movie, and then they killed him.
Yeah.
Which, this is bullshit. We liked him. Only
Rorschach?
character we liked, yeah.
Yeah.
Rorschach dies at the end by Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan's definitely not supposed to be a good character.
Yeah.
Like, he literally is okay with killing, I think they said like somewhere around 15 million people.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, overall everyone else is going to be okay. But like, no. That's terrible.
I thought it was cool how when like the government introduced him to the world, they called him like a genuine hero or something like that. And then whenever they go like a few years into the future, Was it actually? I don't remember who it
They
was.
said the first real Superman.
And then and then they changed it to
and
he
he's
was
an
like,
American.
Yeah.
And then later on he goes, I actually never said that. I said he's the first, or he's a god.
Yeah.
And he's an American.
That was cool.
Yeah. Kind of how the public has changed their mind about him.
I think I don't really understand Dr. Manhattan's powers. I don't know if you're supposed to either, though.
Oh, no. It's supposed to be... Well, from my understanding, basically, he can do anything on a molecular level. So he can transport, he can change anything if he wants to. He can, like you said, he can change before the comedian shot that one person.
Mm-hmm.
He, and then afterwards he was like, you could have changed my gun to smoke. You could have changed my gun to bubbles. You could have, but you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So, he can change things almost on, a molecular level.
Yeah.
He can change his body on a molecular level, but for some reason didn't grow his dick any bigger.
Well, you never saw him with a hard on, though.
That's true.
We don't know his true potential.
It's a valid point.
You just see him with okay.
Let's not focus on that too much.
This might be the worst podcast we've done.
I thought there would be more. I don't know. I just don't have too much to say. Like I said, it was like a 7 or a 7.5. It's a good movie. I mean, it's a fine movie, but it's not like it's amazing or anything.
That's why I rated it so low, is because it's like I don't like. There's nothing that I grasp from it, especially on the second viewing. It's like this might be my third.
You watch this movie a lot. This is the first time I've watched this movie. Maybe watching it again, I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. But I enjoyed the movie personally. But it's also possible. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I did enjoy the movie. But it's not like it was like a movie I'd watch it. I don't think I'd watch this movie again. Maybe I'd even lower my rating. Maybe I'd even just go to like a 6.5.
I know that this was like a DC affiliated movie. I wonder if the Watchmen are canonically supposed to exist in the same universe as like the Justice League and stuff.
I don't think so. I'm pretty
Not
sure
like this movie does.
Different. No, I even think the comics is a completely different universe.
Yeah, that's like what I was kind of.
Different universe.
Okay, I was pretty sure it's a different universe. It's a completely.
It's owned by DC, but it's a different.
It is owned by DC though.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I knew it was owned by DC, but this is also. I mean, we talked about this earlier, but this is like a very Zack Snyder movie. I didn't.
Oh yeah, it is a Zack Snyder movie, which makes sense.
It is so Zack Snyder, like all the slow motion scenes, and it's like.
One thing I completely forgot to bring up, the audio mixing on this movie is so absolute fucking dog shit. Oh my god.
But is this the worst audio mixing we've seen in a movie, or the second worst? Because I'd say probably the second worst.
Scooby-Doo was pretty bad.
Oh my god.
Now, okay, so the thing with Scooby-Doo, though, is there was never any, at least whenever I watched it, there was never any painfully loud scenes.
Yeah.
In this movie, I actually think this movie was worse because the talking would, I was watching this on my computer, and so obviously you have like on the bottom right, you have the little thing, you can change it from like 100 to 0, that type of thing. I would put it on 100 for any of the talking scenes and like 25 for any of the action scenes.
Yeah, it was one of those loud, quiet, like dynamic movies.
It was literally so loud when it was loud.
Yeah.
So quiet when it was quiet. Like you physically couldn't hear the movie without subtitles for most of it. And then whenever anything loud would happen, you'd have to immediately grab the mouse and then turn it down a whole bunch, or grab the remote, turn it down a whole bunch because it's so loud.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah. I wonder what the audience reaction was like when it first came out. I mean, clearly it wasn't bad because the reviews aren't terrible, but it's like...
I don't think it's a super duper well-liked movie. Like, I don't think it's amazingly liked. Clearly, it didn't get a sequel. I don't know if it could have gotten a sequel.
Well, it did get like a little HBO show.
That's true. That came out very recently, though. And is that because of the movie or is that because of the comics? Maybe that's just a really good comic timeline.
I haven't watched it. I actually have no idea because I just remember I knew it was, the movie was on Max, and I was like, oh, there's another Watchmen thing.
Yeah, I didn't realize this movie was on Max either. I feel like we got lucky. Both of the movies we watched were on Max.
Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? All the Deadpool movies are on Max.
Oh, are they really? I didn't know that.
Well, Deadpool 1 is. I don't know if... I don't think Deadpool 2 is.
I would assume those would be on Disney.
Well, yeah, Deadpool 2 is on Disney.
Okay, so I would assume they're probably putting them on Disney.
Yeah.
Maybe they just haven't moved them over. Does Disney own Max?
I don't think so.
Well, I thought they did. Or is that... well, I guess it would be HBO, but I don't know who owns HBO. Because I could have sworn Fox owned HBO. And now
so.
Fox got bought out, and that's why I thought that they owned it now.
Maybe they do.
But maybe it's Hulu. Or maybe they own all three. I don't know.
Disney owns freaking everything, man.
They do own everything, and I don't understand. It actually surprises me that the FCC hasn't gotten... It's the FCC, right? That they haven't gotten on them about a monopoly.
Monopolizing.
Like, it's actually insane to me that they don't have a monopoly.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, they basically do. They own so much of the movie space. Any big movie or production centers or anything like that, like, they own.
So that's really weird to think that Disney owns Watchmen. Because this is so not Disney, bro.
It is not a Disney show.
Yeah.
It's kind of... Well, no, because if DC owns it, they don't... And Warner Bros. Is owned by DC... Or DC owns... No, Warner Bros. Owns DC.
But if it was a Fox movie...
Oh,
was it a
that's
Fox
true.
movie?
I don't know. Was it a Fox movie? Caleb,
I don't think so.
You want to look it up?
Yeah.
Look it up real quick. I don't know if this is a Fox movie, if I'm being honest. I don't know who made this movie.
Kind of forgot.
Other than it was Zack Snyder. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have too much more to say on the movie, to be honest.
Yeah, not a lot of takeaways. I think it was just like a very shock value movie.
It was definitely a shock value. Like I said, I thought...
Warner
Bros?
Warner Bros., it seems like they are the ones
That's
that
right.
are behind HBO Max.
Okay, so it isn't Disney that owns Max. Okay. I didn't know if they owned it or not. So it would be... Which makes sense, because now thinking about it, DC... A lot of the DC properties are on Max.
Well, it's good to know there will be no Watchmen appearances in the MCU.
Yeah, that is very good.
Not that could ever happen.
No, I don't know how that would happen. It's a very different universe.
And they're just, they're not even in the same, like, comic space.
No. We get a crossover. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't have too much more to say about it. Like I said, I'd probably lower it to even a 6.5. Like, thinking about it, like, it was a good movie. And I still don't think it was a bad movie, but I don't think it was an amazing movie. It wasn't super memorable in a lot of the scenes.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And there was just way too many, like you said, it was a very shock value movie.
There was, like, no oomph, you know?
There really wasn't.
I do applaud it for not being too CGI heavy, but when there was CGI there, it was like, what the fuck is going on?
Not as bad as our next movie.
You make a very good point there.
Not as bad as the next movie. But, okay, I think that's going to be it for this one.
Yeah, I'm ready to wrap it up.
Like I said, my review is going to be a 6.5.
Yeah. I'll keep it at a 5.
Keep it at a 5?
I'm sorry, I'm just not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
Are we going to catch them in the news?
We'll catch you guys in the news.
Yeah.
This has been the Cinematics Podcast. We'll see you later.
On to the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That's so funny to be mid-podcast and just say, this might be our worst podcast.